Does capitalism need saving? Well, this guy thinks so. And he made a movie, and it's called Saving Capitalism. And I
It's
don't
on
like
the
it.
Netflix.
Yeah, it is actually on the Netflix.
On the
And
Netflix. I put it on my list to watch, and I put it out there because
you
I
actually willingly put this on your list?
I did, yes.
Oh.
I put it out there because I wanted to. I like documentaries about economy, and I like to see views from every side. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, this was like great.
Okay,
Good job there.
so this is... I'm going to save you the time of having to watch this movie. This is a summary of the movie. Hi, I'm such and such. I used to work for Bill Clinton. I tried to save the economy. It didn't work. So, this is how you can save the economy.
And it still won't work.
3 things you can do. I don't remember the first one because it's so forgettable. The second one, he's like, talk to people outside of your bubble. Talk to people you disagree with, because 1, you need to hear other opinions, and 2, there's a possibility your mind will be changed or their mind will be changed, and 3, have fun doing it. Here's the worst part about this movie. Those 3 things that I just told you, he told you during the credits.
Well, yeah, that's how you stay through the whole show. That's how they get you to say. I just thought I think the saving capitalism is what drew me in, because what really truly is capitalism? You know what I mean? We all think of capitalism as like a free market and
It is.
And well, free market.
He does
You know,
talk a little bit about the nuances there. But, okay, he talked about himself and what he tried to do for like 50 minutes.
for the whole thing, yeah. It was all. It
No,
was.
no,
It
it
was
was like-
about me.
And then during the last 20 minutes, he brought up Trump and what's going on with him and why this might be happening. And then they started talking about activism and how, we as a society should get involved in activism, especially if you have an opinion. And, if he just talked about himself and what he tried to do for like the first 20 minutes, and then maybe his book, and actually talked about his book for like 20 minutes, because
That's why
he
you
says,
have to go buy his book.
yeah, he says, oh, I wrote a book.
It was almost
I
like a
wrote a
big infomercial for him, and that's
Yeah.
And we've talked about a few documentaries in our time here, and this is the thing about documentaries, is that they're not meant. They're just meant to throw whoever is making that documentary. It's just meant to force their agenda in your mind, and to tell you that their views and their. I very rarely see documentaries where it's like, here's my XYZ and here's ABC, and this is why XYZ is better. It's more XYZ, and you're like,
And okay,
but what about this?
I don't know about you. Like, we both grew up and we watched a lot of TLC before it became
the trash channel.
Yeah. Before it became, they had scientists on there. They had important, like, people that actually knew what they're talking about, like talking about both sides of the story, and they were giving information. And that's what I grew up understanding documentaries to be. And yeah, you're right. They're now just me.
It's all
commercials.
that's all media is turning into, is the rhetoric of whatever their view is what they push. It's never they don't just share a story. When they talk about a story, it's, this is the way you should look at it. This is the way, and it's like, I think that young people out there, you should question capitalism. You should question what it truly means, I think, because I just think that.
Okay. I'll give him this. Everything that he talked about, I knew. I've known about for years. I've read about it for years. None of this was new. However, if you do not know anything about capitalism or the free market economy, this isn't a bad way of getting an introduction into some aspects of it.
I think you should always learn about all economic systems: free market, capitalism, socialism, communism. You should always know
They
what
are
they are.
very important.
Yes.
We do actually have real historical accounts of these things that have happened. We have socialism. We actually kind of have it here in Canada. We have capitalism, a free market in the States, kind of.
We have a version of free market. Yeah.
Yeah. We've had communist governments now and before. You should really look in to see how things ran under communism before you go, oh, we should be communist. No, no, we should not.
Yeah.
Somebody, I wish I was better at this. Somebody as famous is quoted as saying, democracy, it's the worst system we have, or the worst system ever invented, but it's the best thing that we have.
That makes zero sense.
No.
If somebody said that to me, I'd be like,
No,
are
but
you a crackhead?
No, it does. It's like, okay, maybe I screwed up the.
No, I understand what you're saying. It's
You know,
like it's a bad system, but it's the best. It's the worst of the shit, in a sense.
It's the best of the shit.
Well, I'm sorry. It's the best of the shit.
Okay, I buggered up that quote so badly. My apologies to whoever might have tried to say that one right.
But I've always thought that, if you've watched our channel for a long time, and I've always thought that, like, we sit here and we live in a free market capitalist economy, and people always hate on socialism. Now, I'm not fucking sticking up for socialism here, people. I'm just looking at it this way. If there's 4 different economic systems or 4 different political systems, I look at them all and I go, why can't we just somewhat intertwine them all and make them all work together? Because it's like we all have to be, if you don't like capitalism, you're whatever the hell opposite of capitalism would be. What would be the opposite?
A communist.
Yeah, you're a communist. It's like, no, I just question your interpretation of what a true free market is. I question what you think that everybody has the same equal opportunity. I question, that's what I do. And I would look over here the same way I'm looking at you. I would look over here and be like, I question whatever you do. I'm like, I don't think communism is great. Socialism probably could have some benefit to people, and capitalism has benefits, and a free market would have benefits. See how I separate those two? Because in my mind, I don't think they're the same thing.
No, and even the guy in this one, Saving Capitalism, he says there is no such thing as a free market.
No.
He does go on to state that there is either full government, or I think there's never no government interference in the market. There is either some or a lot. How much is dependent on what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when he does the graphics and the graphs and things like that, it was really interesting, really entertaining. That's pretty much the only time that I watched.
That's the good thing about this one, because when he showed the graphs of how influential, how influential big business is within government, that I think a lot of people don't understand that, and it's surprising.
Yeah,
how many people don't understand that,
but
or naive.
Sorry, and that's the problem that I had with this, is that I wasn't naive about this.
Yeah.
I've known about this. I see it all the time.
I kind of went, fuck, I could have made a video like this.
Yeah, exactly. the only thing is, I haven't written a book.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things of, if you know this stuff, this video, this documentary will be rather boring. But if you don't know anything about it, and have never known anything, if your teachers are only telling you about communism, watch this video and understand that there's some differences, and then go research communism, the USSR before 1980, and see what happened a lot during that time between 1945 and 1980, just before the fall of the Berlin Wall. You might want to do some research on history.
Maybe you can learn something from history. Maybe, but probably not. Probably, I thought it was overall. It wasn't like. Yeah, like you said, it was just kind of like this is. You're pointing out
if
the
this
obvious.
if this was a movie review, 5 out of 5 phones.
Probably, yeah. Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I just think, I don't know, that our economic system, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I always wonder where we get these numbers from, and who dictates these numbers, and it's like. You've heard of Bitcoin, right?
Yep.
And this is what I look at Bitcoin kind of like I look at it as our economy. I go, who dictates the value of this? There is no value to a Bitcoin.
Uh,
It's only valuable because there's hundreds of millions of people saying it has a value.
yeah, and this data mining that you have to do to earn bitcoins, it's like you don't work for it. You do this weird data mining thing.
Well, you set up a bunch of computers and it makes Bitcoins.
Yeah.
From what I understand. I'm not no crypto fucking
Yeah,
genius
yeah.
here.
I don't understand the nuances behind it. It just it sounds exactly like that. It's like you mine bitcoins to get rich.
Yeah.
So where do the original bitcoins come from?
Yeah.
You're basically
How come no everybody's not
making...
doing- Yeah. You're making money. You're just going, oh, has value. This here, right here. See this? Right here. No, you can't see it? It has value. It's worth 18 grand. Why? Because I said so.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I look at the economy and go, so that gas is worth $1.10 because you said so.
Well, okay,
Gas
there are...
goes up. Like, I understand that.
Okay, the basic tenets of the environment are of the economy is
supply and demand.
A dollar is a dollar, right? You know, if you don't have that thing, the whole thing falls
But is
apart.
a currency not just like Bitcoin? It doesn't have anything to
No,
back it.
no. It used to actually.
Yeah, it used to be gold.
Yeah,
But now
gold
it's just
standard used to be the gold used to be the standard by which everything was based. Everything had value, but they moved away from that. So if everybody called in debts, nobody would be able to pay it. Right? There's nothing in the world that would cover all the debt.
Well, and that's the thing that I don't understand is that countries can just run debts and deficits, and I'm like, who do we owe this money to?
Yeah.
Like
that isn't completely that actually falls into the area of conspiracy theories because we have something called the World Bank.
Yeah, like
the World Bank.
The World Bank, excuse me?
Yeah, and depending on who you ask, the World Bank is either just an Illuminati front to own everything.
But does it not like bring up a big question in your mind going,
who owns the bank?
We have a World Bank?
Yeah.
Excuse me? We live in a free market, to tie it back into our topic. We live in a free market, but we have one World Bank. Am I the only one who doesn't see an issue here?
Yeah.
I'm sure that a lot of people do, and there's probably economics people, majors, and smart people who will say a lot of big words to try and confuse me.
I agree with that, actually, because I believe the economy is way more complicated than it should have ever been.
Yeah. I come to you and say, hey, you have this. Can I get it from you? What would you like me to give you for it?
Yeah. Well, that's the whole reason behind money type thing, is so you don't actually have to...
It just baffles my mind. And again, it's because I'm not the smartest person in this, but I ask questions and then somebody, will say big words and I'll be like...
That didn't answer my question.
That didn't answer my question.
It's like, yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
You use big words
You have to sound smart.
Yeah.
That's what people do in this world. That's what politicians will do. That's what people you see like talking about the economy will do. They'll throw out these big words to sound intelligent, and they
not saying you aren't intelligent.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
However, you have to talk to the masses, not to the few people that read the same book.
Yeah, I should be able to pick up the tax law and understand it, and I can't. I should be able to pick up any kind of law and read it. If it's a one line, I should be able to read it, understand it, and go, this is what it is.
Understand the gist of it anyways. Yeah. There's
but
always going to be nuance, but...
so, I don't know, it's just weird, and it's like, I don't know, I'm just...
Either that or they need to start teaching school different.
Yeah.
Like, actually have a mandatory law course that everybody has to take and understand. Maybe first year lawyering, first year economics.
Since we pay taxes to support the school board, maybe they should have somebody from the CRA teach a class on taxes.
Yeah, for a whole year.
It's part of a course. It's tax course.
Yeah.
And you learn the tax code, and you learn all about the ins and the outs of it.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe our stupid government should simplify the tax code and make it one page, like a certain somebody out there wants to do. Who's that wants to do that? Huh. I don't know his name. His name slips my mind right now. If you know, let us know down below. And tell us what you think about the economy, and if you ever question how the economy works. Or if you have all the answers and you're just a genius and I'm just sounding like a complete fucking idiot. Because that's possible. I could be a complete fucking idiot, but I highly doubt it. I seriously, I think that I think that I could have a conversation with an economic person who wouldn't use big words and would talk to me.
Own.
Yeah, I think I could. And I'm not trying to win anything here. It's not about winning. It's just about understanding.
Yeah.
My whole world is about understanding and opening my mind. But don't forget to subscribe. If you watch this little documentary, let us know if you liked it or not. And if you want to watch it, go ahead. It's on Netflix. If you don't, you're not
We
missing
can't stop you, but
Yeah, you're not missing out if you don't
Yeah.
watch it. Trust me. It's nothing overly exciting. I was like, ooh, saving capitalism. This will be cool. All right, guys. Have a great one. I'm just rambling now. That's what I do.
see ya.